Hey, New Salem family and friends, this is Denarian back again as we are getting ready to celebrate Pastor Troy and Mrs. Troy on their 40th pastoral anniversary. And today is the final day of me going around to my coworkers to get their favorite theme or memory of Pastor Troy and Mrs. Troy in their tenure here at New Salem. So y'all stay tuned and don't forget to join us November 11th and November 12th as we celebrate Pastor Troy and Mrs. Troy on their 40th pastoral anniversary. See y'all soon. Hey, Dr. Lowe.
Hey, Denarian, how are you?
I'm good. Can you give me your name and all of the rest of the stuff?
Yes, it's Reverend Dr. Monica Bowe. I've been a member here for 34 years. This is my second tour on staff. My fondest memory of both Pastor and Mrs. Troy. First, Pastor Troy I was in the office one day and Pastor came out of his office and he's like, "Lo," and he did like this, "Your name is in the Bible." I'm like, "Really? What is it?" He says, "Lo, I'm with you always, even into the end." And I remember that because one, that made me connect with him as a pastor. Most of all, that was a pastor that I needed at that time. Then my fondest memory of Minister Troy is we were in Africa. We were offered the opportunity to stay in a hut or be in a kind of a house. She said, "Let's stay in the hut." Of course, I followed suit, but there was one occasion where we were walking to the main part of the missionary site, and all of a sudden I didn't hear her. And I looked back and she had passed out and she was dehydrated. So me had to think, really quickly, do I leave the first lady, lose my job, or go get help? And I did go get help. But when I went to get help, there was a dog with us and the dog stayed. It was licking her face and actually resuscitated her. We say it jokingly. She claims I left her, but I really didn't. I got help. But most of all, she knows how to have fun, and we still did ministry. And happy 40th anniversary.
Hey, Keisha.
Once again, you're in my office.
What? Come on, give your name, how long you been here, all that good stuff.
So I'm Lakeisha. I've been here since February of 2023, so I've only been here for about 8 months. The best memory while working here was probably when it was my first day of work and I had never met Pastor Troy, didn't know what he looked like, anything. And he introduced himself as a head custodian. And I found out later that he was a pastor. Yeah. Mrs. Troy, she's a pleasure to work with. She's crazy. I'm crazy. I love working with her. She's fun. And I just love New Salem.
That's all good. Hey, Denarian.
Don't sound like that. Go ahead and give me your name and all that other stuff.
I am Adam Troy. I've been a member of New Salem Missionary Baptist Church for long enough. And part of this is thinking through probably what has been my favorite thing since I've been working here. Man, I don't even know what to tell y'all, man. That list is... This is probably an offline conversation, actually. But look, we have a great pastor. We have a great first lady. Most people don't know, or maybe you do know by now. She was my first babysitter. And here's what I will give you that most people don't know. She taught me how to drive before I had a license.
Hey, Ivana.
Hey, Denarian.
Go ahead and give me your name and all that good stuff.
My name is Ivana Rivers, and I serve as the Executive Assistant to the Life Development Department. And I have been staff at New Salem for 2 years. What I love about Mrs. Troy is I love how she's just herself. And she's quite funny. She has great style. She has a great sense of humor, and she's just a great person. And she stands up for kids and women. So I got to shout her out for that, for sure. And Pastor, what I love about him is Pastor just cool and super, super chill. We can almost talk about anything. He's very, he's relevant. He's a relevant guy. Like I said, he's just a great person. So those are the things I love about Mrs. and Mr. Troy.
Hey, Kara.
Hey.
Just go ahead and give me your name and all that stuff.
Well, my name is Kara Brooks, and I have been working here for 8 years. My favorite memory of being here in this 8 years, that period was a transition period for me. And right before that, The year before I started officially working here, my pastor of 21 years passed away. And my favorite memory of Pastor and Mrs. T is the way that they covered me during that time. I felt like a lost sheep, and they literally were a covering to me. Anything I needed, even when I didn't go to them for that pastoral support. I remember this one day, something was going on. Pastor came and found me in my office, and I was trying to keep him out of it because he's so busy. He has so much going on. But he came and found me. He said, "Don't you ever let something like that happen and you not tell me." And from that moment on, I have just been so appreciative of the relationship that we have. He has always covered me, Mrs. T has always covered me, and I'm grateful for both of them.
Hey everybody, I am back, and I am Denarian Lewis, and I have the honor to serve as Mrs. Troy assistant here at New Salem Baptist Church, and I've been in this position for about 4 years. If I had to choose my favorite theme or memory of both Pastor Troy and Mrs. Troy, it would have to be how personable they are. I have had the honor to travel to many churches and meet a lot of pastors and a lot of first ladies, and I have been turned off by a lot of pastors and a lot of first ladies. But there's something special about the people that we have come from this house, and that would be Pastor Troy and Mrs. Troy. They have allowed me to walk in the space and be completely myself. There's no judgment, there's no condemnation. There is nothing but love and support. I have never had to change who I am in the presence of them, and I appreciate that because you guys have loved me and you guys have accepted me and you guys have nurtured me since I've been a member here and since I've been an employee here. So I am excited. Y'all know that I love y'all to the moon and back, and y'all know that I will fight for y'all, okay? So I am excited to celebrate you guys on your 40th pastoral anniversary. Woo! Yes! And I look forward to worshiping with all of you guys at New Salem Baptist Church at our 11 o'clock worship service on November 12th. Again, congratulations on your 40th pastoral anniversary, Pastor Troy and Mrs. Troy, and I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Bye.